Let's start. See, in last lecture, we have discussed buoyant force, right? Buoyant force, what was it? If any object is immersed in a liquid, right? Liquid exerts an upthrust or a force in upward direction. That force is known as buoyant force, right? And then we have discussed the cause of it. Then we have measured how much is buoyant force. Buoyant force is weight of the liquid displaced, right? And this statement is also known by Archimedes' principle. So this is what we have studied. We have studied that buoyant force is the weight of the liquid displaced. And this is known by Archimedes' principle, right? Archimedes' principle. What does it say? It says that buoyant force experienced by buoyant force experienced by a body partially or wholly immersed in a liquid is experiences a force, upward force given by weight of the liquid displaced, right? So I'll write the statement. Solid partially or wholly immersed in a liquid experiences an upward thrust known as buoyant force, which is equal to the weight of liquid displaced. Okay, so this is the statement. We have already discussed in the previous class. In fact, we have seen the cause from where this statement comes, right? Or we'll say the proof of this statement. See how buoyant force is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced, right? But let me read it as Archimedes' principle, right? Archimedes' principle. A solid partially or wholly immersed in liquid experiences an upward thrust known as buoyant force, which is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced, right? We have seen some examples. In the previous class, we have discussed some examples where there was a same liquid and the same solid completely immersed, but with different orientations, right? But in different orientations. So in both the cases, we have seen that they experience same buoyant force, right? We were doing this, but I got disconnected and I had to do something. I discontinued from there. Now, let me take some more examples. Suppose this is completely immersed. Now, this is the last one. Same liquid, same solid, but in one of the figures, it is completely immersed. In other case, it is partially immersed. In which case, buoyant force will be same. Same material, same size, same liquid. Everything is same. The only difference is in one of them, it is partially immersed, and in other one, it is wholly immersed.
So in the first one?
In the first case, buoyant force is more. So buoyant force in this case is more than this one. Why? This is correct, but now why?
Sir, because both the upper side and the lower side is present inside the water.
So what? Well, technically, how to say? This is not the exact explanation, but maybe you can say like that. See, important is what? Buoyant force is weight of liquid displaced. Weight of liquid displaced. Unfortunately, this topic is not discussed in our syllabus in detail. This liquid displaced. This is also an important thing to discuss. Liquid displaced. Question is, what is volume of liquid displaced? Volume of liquid displaced. This is a question. Are you getting the statement? Liquid displaced? What do you mean by liquid displaced? You are getting it? Or I'll explain that.
So can you
See,
explain that?
See, when I say liquid displaced, suppose there's a vessel which is filled with water up to brim, right? It is filled with water up to brim, and this is another container, empty container. Now, if I take a spherical object and immerse it, push it in water or immerse it in water, don't you think water will come out, water will spill from the vessel?
Yes, sir.
So when you immerse it, some water spills out from this vessel and fills in this empty container, right? So the amount of the water which flows up from this vessel when this sphere is immersed in it is known as volume of the liquid displaced. So that is liquid displaced. Some liquid was displaced from the vessel. Some liquid was displaced from the vessel, which overflows and now is in the another container. So that is liquid displaced. Now, if it was not completely filled, maybe you have seen in your home, there's a half-filled bucket. Now, if you try to push an empty bucket, then you see the level of the water rises if you push this empty mug inside this water. No? Invert your mug, empty mug, and push the mug in this bucket of water. You'll see the level of the water rises. Never observed?
Yes, sir, observed.
So that is what we say is liquid displaced. See, that liquid level rises. If you push this down, then as this goes down, the level of water rises. So this is liquid displaced. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, question is, how do you relate the volume of the liquid displaced with the volume of the solid immersed? Will they be equal? Question is, the liquid displaced in this case, will it be same as this one? Or in this case, liquid displaced will be more, here it will be less? Or what it will be? What is the volume of the liquid displaced?
It will not be the same.
It will not be same. Then how you relate volume of the liquid displaced with the volume of the solid immersed? Say, हेलो, इतना मुश्किल क्वेश्चन नहीं है. It's easy. How will you relate volume of the liquid displaced with volume of the solid immersed. They are equal. Never heard? It's an easy thing. See, volume of liquid displaced is same as volume of solid immersed. This is very important statement. We use this trick to measure the volume of irregular bodies. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So volume of liquid displaced is exactly same as volume of the solid immersed. So in this case, entire volume of the solid, entire solid is immersed, right? So volume of the liquid displaced in this case would be more. Here, partially solid is inside. A part solid is inside the liquid and part is outside. Right? Part solid is inside the liquid, whereas part solid is outside the liquid. Right?
Yes, sir.
As a result, in this case, liquid displaced is more, and in this case, liquid displaced is less. So if more liquid is displaced in this case, weight of the liquid displaced would be more. More liquid is displaced. That means more weight of the liquid is displaced. More is the weight of liquid displaced. Hence, more is a buoyant force. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'll do one thing. I'll write few questions with the help of numericals. I'll try to make you understand. I'll do some numericals. Let's take this question. A cube of edge length 10 centimeter is completely immersed in a liquid. If density of solid and liquid be 5,000 kg per meter cube and 2,000 kg per meter cube. Then try to answer these questions. First, measure the volume of the solid. First question is measure volume of solid. We'll go stepwise. Let us measure the volume of the solid first. Solid is in the shape of cube of side 10 centimeter. All right. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So cube of side 10 centimeters. What is its volume?
Sir, 1,000 centimeter.
1,000 centimeter.
1,000 centimeter cube. It's a very easy thing. 10 into 10 into 10. 1,000 centimeter cube. In terms of meter cube, if I write it as 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube, right? 1
Yes,
centimeter is 1 by 100 meters. So 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Okay. Next, weight of the solid. Weight of the solid. What is weight of the solid?
5,000 kilogram.
No. Density is 5,000 kg per meter cube. 5,000 kg per meter cube it is. Density. And volume is 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. So what is weight of the solid. Ganesh, not heard. Easy question है, कोई बता ही नहीं रहा है. Weight is what? Weight is mass into gravity. Mass is what? Volume into density into gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. Volume is how much? 10 raised to minus 3. Density is 5,000. Acceleration due to gravity is 10. 50 Newton is answer. Weight of the solid is 50 Newton. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
कितना इजी क्वेश्चन है, बता ही नहीं पा रहे हो. वॉल्यूम इनटू डेंसिटी करो, मास इनटू ग्रेविटी कर दो तो क्या आ जाएगा. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज वॉल्यूम ऑफ द लिक्विड डिस्प्लेस्ड. व्हाट इज वॉल्यूम ऑफ लिक्विड डिस्प्लेस्ड? What is volume of liquid displaced?
So it will be equal to volume of solid.
Immersed. So volume of solid immersed is 10 raised to minus 3. So even this is 10 raised to minus 3 meters. Volume of liquid displaced is same as volume of solid immersed. जितना वॉल्यूम सॉलिड का होगा, जितना इमर्स किया उतना ही लिक्विड डिस्प्लेस होगा. दोनों का उतना ही वॉल्यूम तो उसने वहां से हटाया. So liquid displaced is same, volume of the liquid displaced is same as the volume of the solid immersed, right? So it is again 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Okay. Now question is, what is weight of the liquid displaced?
Sir, 20 Newton.
Good. Weight of liquid displaced is how much? Weight of liquid displaced is volume. Density is बार liquid की use होगी. So 2000 into 10. So 20 Newton is answer. So weight of liquid displaced is 20 Newton. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now my question is, what is buoyant force? What is buoyant force acting on the block?
So it is 20 newtons.
It is 20 Newton. That is what we say is Archimedes principle. Archimedes principle says weight of the liquid displaced is same as the buoyant force. So buoyant force is again 20 Newton. Right? Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if I have to lift this block in air, this cube in air, what force is needed to lift the block in air? ये हवा में बाहर रखा हो, मुझे इसको उठाना है. So how much force is needed? What is the minimum force needed to lift the block or to hold the block?
So 50 newtons.
Sorry?
So 50 newtons.
50 Newton. अरे उसको gravity 50 Newton से pull करा था. We need to exert 50 Newton on it in upward direction to hold it, right? So what we need is 50 Newton in upward direction, right? Now, if I change the question, what force is needed to lift the block in liquid? What force is needed to lift the block in the liquid? What force is needed to lift the block in the liquid? Inside liquid. Say.
20 newton.
No.
30 Newton.
Sir, 30 Newton.
30 Newton is answer. Very good. और 50 न्यूटन से नीचे पुल कर रहा है, लिक्विड 20 न्यूटन से ऊपर पुश कर रहा है, बैलेंस 30 न्यूटन विल हैव टू अप्लाई, राइट? So to lift the same block inside the water liquid, we need to exert lesser force as compared to force needed to lift it in air, right? If you have to lift the block in air, you need to exert more force as compared to the amount of force or the force needed to lift it in liquid, inside liquid. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is one numerical, right? Now let me change the question a little. There's a solid, right? And base is of 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter. Base is 10 centimeter and 10 centimeter. Height is 50 centimeter. Height is 50 centimeter, right? And it is partially immersed in water. 4/5, yeah, 3/5 height is immersed. 3/5 height is immersed in the liquid. Immersed in the liquid. Got the question? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This time we have a cube, not cube, cuboid with length and width as 10 centimeter and 10 centimeter and 10 centimeter each, but height is 50 centimeter, right? As per height जो है ज़्यादा 50 centimeter and not completely immersed in liquid. Instead, only 3/5 of height is immersed in the liquid and 2/5 is above the liquid, right? Now let's measure. Let's repeat the same steps. The first one, volume of the solid. What is volume of the solid?
So 3000 centimeter cube.
3000.
Centimeter
What do you
cube.
think? Why? Solid.
Sir, 5,000 centimeter cube.
Yes, sir.
5,000 centimeter cube.
Because we need the volume of the whole solid, not
Volume
the
is
solid
yeah.
The
immersed.
solid
Under the water,
calculated
I
of water.
I said volume of the solid. Huh? So 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Okay. With same density, what is weight of the solid? What is weight of the solid? With the same density, you have to calculate weight of the solid. Say, what is the weight of the solid? Everything is there with you. 5,000 kg per meter cube is the density. 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 is volume. And 10 is acceleration due to gravity.
Sir, 250 Newton.
250 Newton is answer. So answer is 250 Newton. Volume into density into gravity. So volume is 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Density is 5,000 into 10. So this gets cancelled. 250 Newton. So weight of the block, weight of the solid is 250 Newton. Right? Okay. Third one. Volume of liquid displaced. volume of liquid displaced.
Sir, 5,000 centimeter cube.
How much?
Sir, 5,000 centimeter cube.
No.
So 3000 centimeter cube.
This time it is 3000 centimeter cube. Laksh. Entire solid is not immersed. Only 3/5 of it is immersed. See? पूरा solid liquid के अंदर नहीं है. Only 3/5 of it is inside the liquid. So volume of liquid displaced is same as volume of the solid immersed.
Yes, sir.
Volume of the liquid displaced is same as the volume of the solid immersed. Now only 3/5 of the solid is immersed. So this time it is 3 by 5 of 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. So 3 into 10 raised to minus 3, right? Now, weight of liquid displaced. Weight of liquid displaced. How much it will be?
Sir, 150 Newton.
150. नहीं?
60 Newton.
60 Newton is correct answer. Why? Density of liquid, volume into density into gravity. Volume displaced is 3 into 10 raised to minus 3. Density is 2000 into 10. So 10 raised to minus, this gets cancelled. 60 Newton. So weight of liquid displaced is 60 Newton. Right? Finally, what is buoyant force?
So my density is 2000.
That was given in the data. Liquid density you want, na? See, we are measuring weight of liquid, not of solid. Huh? So while measuring weight of liquid, I have given, in the previous question I said, density of liquid is 2000. No? Was the doubt?
Yes, sir, got it.
So, what is buoyant force?
Sir, 3,000 centimeter cube.
Right? Force. What's
Sir,
the liquid displaced there?
Sir, 60 Newton.
60 Newton. Why? Weight of liquid displaced is same as buoyant force. So 60 Newton. Right? So finally, if I had to lift this block in air, how much force I need to apply? If I have to lift this block in the air, हवा में उठाना है तो कितना फोर्स लगाना होगा? Say
Sir, what is the question?
how much force is needed, minimum force is needed to lift the block,
90 Newton.
sorry,
So 190 Newton.
in air,
250 Newton.
250 Newton. When in air, you have to apply force equal to its weight, that is 250 Newton, right? How much force is needed to lift the block from here?
So 190
Just need to,
Newton. 190.
this time it is 190 because 250 is gravitational pull, 60 upward is buoyant force, net is 190 downwards. So I need to exert 190 Newton to lift it, right? Okay, so I hope all the terms are clear. Liquid displaced, solid immersed, actual weight of the solid, what will be buoyant force. Clear, na? All those terms are clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Good. Shall now let's discuss flotation. So we have seen some of the solids float in water and some of them sink in water. The question is, what decides whether an object will float in the water or will sink in the water or sink in the liquid, any of the liquids, right? So flotation, what decides flotation? So if a solid is immersed, in a liquid, it experiences two forces. What are they? This solid, which is immersed in liquid, will experience two forces. What are they? One is gravitational
force
pull.
and buoyant force.
Correct. And it will experience a buoyant force. Gravitational force, that is its weight, that is the force with which Earth attracts it towards its center in downward direction. And buoyant force, that is the force which liquid exerts on it in upward direction. Right? Now, what will happen if gravitational force is greater? What will happen if gravitational force is greater?
So it will sink.
It will sink. Downward force ज़्यादा, naturally it will move down. Right?
Yes,
See,
sir.
downward force is more. Earth उसको ज़्यादा force से pull कर रहा है, as compared to liquid pushing it upwards. So gravitational force is greater than buoyant force. So as gravitational force is greater than buoyant force, it will sink. So that is case 1. If gravitational force is greater than buoyant force, solid will sink, the object will sink in liquid, whatever liquid it is. So we have to discuss or decide flotation, which of the object will float and which will sink. The first case we have seen where gravitational force is more and buoyant force is less. So if gravitational force is more, buoyant force is less, solid will sink in liquid. Second case, if gravitational force is lesser than buoyant force. Now what? Upward force is more and downward is less. What will happen?
So it will float.
It will float. Upward force ज़्यादा, naturally it will go up, right? So solid floats in liquid. Solid floats in liquid, right? Finally, case 3 is both are equal. If both are equal, then it will remain as it is. Neither it will float nor it will sink. Wherever you leave, it will remain there, right? All forces are in equilibrium. So if it is here, it will remain here. If you keep it here, it will remain here. If you push it to bottom, it will remain at the bottom, right? So wherever you leave, it will remain there, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now, question is, can we relate flotation with density of solid and liquid? Can I relate flotation? Here I said flotation depends on what? Magnitude of buoyant force and gravitational force, that is weight. But my question is, can I relate or can we relate flotation with density of solid and liquid? Let us assume that an object is completely immersed in liquid. Let us assume that solid is completely immersed in liquid. So what is gravitational force in this case? Gravitational force is what? V is volume. Density of solid, V is volume. Suppose V be volume of solid. It's completely immersed right now. Huh? Density of solid. Density of solid. Density of liquid. in this condition, in this case, what will be weight of the solid? Weight of the solid, that is gravitational force, will be how much? What is the gravitational pull acting on the block? Say, you just did the calculation. Now don't say that you're not getting it. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Find the gravitational force. Weight कितना होगा? ये तो गलत बात है. वेट क्या होता है? वॉल्यूम इनटू डेंसिटी इनटू जी. वॉल्यूम v है, डेंसिटी ऑफ सॉलिड लगेगा इसमें इनटू जी. दिस इज ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स. नो, क्या हो गया? कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आ रहा?
Yes, sir.
आवाज आ रही है ना मेरी? हाँ, तो बोलो तो सही, रिस्पॉन्ड तो करो. So, volume of the solid, density of the solid into acceleration due to gravity. This is what gravitational force. Okay. Now question is, what is buoyant force? What is buoyant force? Buoyant force क्या होगा? FB will be what? हेलो, buoyant force क्या सीखा हमने? buoyant force क्या होता है? What is buoyant force? Say, what is buoyant force? बाप रे, क्या हो गया आज सब लोग ऐसा साइलेंस ना, सन्नाटा ऐसा लग रहा है मैं अपने को पढ़ा रहा हूँ. Buoyant force is weight of liquid displaced. What is weight of liquid displaced? Volume of liquid displaced, which is same as the volume of the solid, into density of liquid this time. Density of solid की जगह पे density of liquid into acceleration due to gravity. V into dl into g. Now compare Fg and Fb. Gravitational force जो downward force है and buoyant force जो upward force है. दोनों को compare करो. क्या सेम है दोनों में, क्या अलग अलग है? In both the cases, what all terms are same and what all terms are different?
So density is different.
Density is different. Volume और gravity तो दोनों same ही है, right? Okay. तो under which condition we say solid floats? तो float कब करता है? For flotation.
If the
What is
density is
condition?
less than that of liquid,
तो gravitational pull should be lesser than buoyant force. मतलब density of solid should be lesser than density of liquid. This is condition for flotation in terms of density. In terms of gravitational force and buoyant force हमने लिख ही दिया था पहले. Buoyant force ज्यादा होगा तो float करेगा. Gravitational force is more, it will sink. But in terms of density, if I talk, so density of solid, if it's less than density of liquid, then it will float. And in which case it will sink if gravitational force is more than buoyant force. मतलब डेंसिटी ऑफ सॉलिड इज ग्रेटर देन डेंसिटी ऑफ लिक्विड। सॉलिड का डेंसिटी अगर लिक्विड से ज्यादा होगा तो ये सिंक हो जाएगा, और अगर सॉलिड का डेंसिटी लिक्विड से कम होगा तो ये फ्लोट करेगा। इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
So this is concept of flotation. चलो मैं आज यहीं स्टॉप करता हूँ।